What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Politics with Vulgarity. I'm your host, Jake Gatto, and welcome. Just want to let you guys know tonight I've got a very good show for you guys, and it's kind of getting crazy, but yet I can feel the tension loosening up as the Maricopa County audits are being prepared for us. I will get to that, and just want to make sure that everybody is doing okay and everybody's in tune and is blessed because basically the shit we're about to drop today is going to be some crazy shit. Just want to open up by letting you guys know how you're doing, and I'm fine. I hope everybody's fine. I hope so far your week is okay. It's going fast because tomorrow's Friday Eve, no doubt. So God bless each and every one of yous, man. I'd like to thank God, for allowing me and everyone else to know exactly the truth, for actually having us here at this time where events, history is taking place, and especially with the events that are going to go down in the next few months. We've already seen prophetic shit happening, and it's going to be crazy. Trust me, it's going to get even crazier. Now, let me begin your politics with vulgarity. The U.S. Air Force is showing their airmen basically things on Black Lives Matter. Propaganda, First of all, armed forces do not placate to inclusion or protesting. What's up, Star Wars Dad? How you doing, my brother? I was waiting for you. I've got a link for you. I need you to grab it. All right, John. Here you go. We're gonna have ourselves a motherfucking vet up in this motherfucker if he's able to do it. So here's the link, brother. This is only for the Star Wars Dad. What's up, Smack by the Mac? How you doing, my brother? And everyone else that's on the check-in. There you go, my brother. Now, the U.S. Air Force is showing their airmen basically propaganda on BLM. Like I said before, armed forces do not placate to basically, inclusion or protest. I mean, this is ridiculous. And bottom line, basically, what they're teaching them is that all lives don't matter. And how dangerous is that? How fucking dangerous is that? Peace to everyone out there. Sergeant Major Mondo Mori, my brother, my real brother. What's going on, man? Khalil, what's going on? The Man of Steel. And of course, joining us very, very shortly will be the Star Wars Dad who has served, and he'll let you know exactly uh type of officer he is and what he's done. But this U.S. Air Force is basically woke, man. It's going crazy. My question is, what does BLM have to do with Air Force training? Like, what the fuck is this going on? Well, what's going on here? I'll tell you what's going on. Last Politics with Vulgarity, last episode, I had told you guys that basically Corey Spartacus Wombat in the Face Booker, right? This motherfucker came out and said, oh yeah, I've got my moment, and basically, once I had my moment and everything, we can all agree that we're not gonna defund the police, right? Okay, no problem. And then they also outcasted BLM. So now they're teaching our U.S. Air Force the propaganda of basically Black Lives Matter, and not all lives matter, when it should be the other way around. All lives should matter. Black, white, yellow, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Everybody, I need you to welcome the Star Wars Dad. What's going on, John? What's going on, my brother?
Oh, what's up, man? Just getting home from work.
I hear you, man. I love you. God bless you, my brother.
It's been a day. But can I say something about this shit that's going on with the damn military?
Of course, but before you do, right? Peace to OG Boogie. Before you do, could you please tell everybody your rank and what you served and where you served? Your tours?
I retired as a major in the U.S. Army. Um, I was field coordinator and chief interrogator in Iraq. I also dealt with detainees that came out of Israel, Jordan, um, Samaria, and other Muslim nations. Um, my master's degree is in Muslim studies. So, yeah, when
Thank
when it comes when it comes to the Middle East, yeah, I would definitely say I'm an expert on customs and warfare in the Middle East.
So therefore, we got the man to tell us the intel and to get the job done. Thank you, man, for your service, my brother. You know I love you, bro. Thank you so much. Now, please hit us. What's your opinion on this U.S. Air Force showing the airmen about BLM, Black Lives Matter propaganda, my brother?
All right, let me just be plain and simple about warfare and our boys, in the military. Um, you can forget everything you hear about God, country, and family. That's bullshit. We joined the military for God, country, and family. All right. But when you're deployed and you have bullets flying at you, it's all about the boy to your left and the boy to your right.
Mm,
It doesn't matter skin color. It doesn't matter if you're black, white. It doesn't matter if you're blue, with purple polka dots all over you. As long as you're there doing your job, everybody's taking care of each other. There is no such thing as color
that's right.
in the US military. Now, what's going on now, trying to push this damn Black Lives Matter bullshit, you know, if you walk onto any air base, any army base, if you walk onto, any um, Marine Corps station or Navy base, you will see the most diverse group of people you've ever seen when you walk onto a base. Um, because the military has had what's the word I'm looking affirmative action for people to make higher rank than anybody else for the past 20 to 30 years now. If you're black or of Hispanic origin and you're enlisted, you have a better chance of making it to E7, E8, E9 than anybody else. That's
Right,
today's military.
right.
So you can't tell me that there's not opportunity for people of color inside the military. They're probably treated better in the military than they are anywhere else in the entire nation.
Mm. And that's seen firsthand by
Yes.
you, of course, yeah, and that matters, folks. That matters because here you have a retired officer. You know what I mean? And he's been through the fucking mud. He's been through it all over there, bro. He knows that, bro. He's got a degree in Muslim studies. You know what I'm saying? So he knows what he's talking about. And I dare anyone come up here and challenge this man and watch him fucking eat you like a Sunday dinner. You know what I'm saying? And I just tell you, man, thank you. Please, we're gonna need more of this insight shit because this is crazy. Now, Biden gives the Taliban U.S. weapons, right? When he had ordered the pullout, basically when we left. Now, millions in new high-tech hardware, bro. Okay, now before I get into what's been left there, for the past 20 years, we've been giving, okay, the Middle East $83 billion, bro. Okay, and that's in the span of 20 years. Only 20 fucking years, ladies and gentlemen. Now, what hardware was left over there? Okay, 600,000 weapons, 350,000 rifles, which were M4s and M16s, okay, and 60,000 fucking machine guns, along other things like night vision goggles, a couple of tanks, a couple of fucking aircrafts. So basically, as this is going on, we got U.S. citizens that are still stuck, yes, abandoned, left behind in Afghanistan. And Jen Kaksaki, Chucky herself, gets mad at a reporter for basically asking why Americans are stuck, left behind, or abandoned in Afghanistan. How do you feel about that, my brother? How do you feel about that? Still there, John?
Okay, I'm here now.
Okay.
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 Yeah, I had a internet glitch there for a second. Okay, it's not just okay. I can handle M4s and M16s being left behind. Okay,
Right.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it goes so much further than that. We've left Javelin missiles behind.
Mm.
Javelin missiles, state of the art technical weapons where we can shoot down planes, we can shoot down choppers. It's a fire and forget weapon, you know, and it is very, very technical and it is so easy to use. Not only that, we left
Mm.
behind Black Hawk helicopters. We left behind the new attack choppers that we have, the Comanche. Um,
Right.
we left behind F-15s and F-16s. So now they have their hands on um, long range fighters. God help us, you know. And
Yeah.
then all, all the ordnance that we actually left, as far as like bombs and munitions, they said we left over 2 million pounds of munitions. 2 million pounds.
Damn.
And, we had a huge IED problem while we were, deployed, right?
Right.
If you take a warhead that we actually use for artillery, that shot out of a howitzer. Those things are absolutely massive, right? And
Right.
you hook a wire to the head of it and run it to a cell phone and you call it and it goes off, okay? The explosion that comes out of one of those things, it would it would tip over a tank. It's absolutely massive. And now they've got their hands on everything they could possibly want to wage as much terror as possible. And God only knows what kind of um, top secret documents that were left behind.
Mm. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, brother.
I
That's
mean, I'm,
That's a lot. That's a lot of shit, man. That's a lot of things on top of basically what you just mentioned, right? Where you've got the URAM armor personal vehicles up there, drones, of course, what you spoke of, communications and shit. We've got we left infrared shit over there on top of the tanks and the vehicles, the damn missiles you was just saying right now. Like God, like you said, God help us. God help us, man. Peace to Tony Boswell, man. What's going on, Tony Boswell? And of course, Fred Nava, my bro. What's going on, Fred? And Mala, what's going on, Mala? How you doing in Puerto Rican rum? It's crazy, man. It's on some shit where, you know, uh, it's getting to a point now, man. It's getting to a point that if you've got arms, if you've got munitions in your home, Now, John, I'm not sure if you can see the screen, but we have a question from Mala here. He asks Star Wars that why on earth isn't the U.S. bombing this equipment to destroy it?
Okay, that's a simple question. There was actually an exit plan that Donald Trump had to actually do that. And why aren't we doing it now? Because Biden ripped up every bit of plans that Donald Trump had. Anything that was Donald Trump, Joe Biden has actually walked away from. So, he has Joe Biden has turned this into the biggest clusterfuck known to mankind because even the rumors I'm hearing are that the generals went to him and were like, dude, this is messed up.
Right.
And he didn't listen. He said, I don't give a damn. um, Pull all the troops and screw everybody else. You know,
Damn. Yeah, that's fucking disgusting. Yeah. There you go, Mala. That's exactly why. We all know that if it was Trump, this shit never would have happened. Never,
because
ever would have happened.
like when I was deployed, all bases, all U.S. military bases were wired. They
Right,
were wired in case we got overran, and you would set the charges, and everything important would blow.
right,
And that's including aircraft, that's including munitions, everything would be self detonated. And yeah, this is ridiculous. This is a slap in the face to me. This is a slap into the face of all those boys and girls that I don't get to see come home, that I had to write their mothers or go talk to their parents myself.
Mm,
This is a slap in the face to all of us that have actually served and in one fashion or another. I don't care if you were a medical personnel in the army and you worked in the hospital, you served. You I want to apologize to everybody that has served. You deserve better. You deserve better than what we have right now.
that's right. That's right, man. We do. And you know what? You guys may not have faith, but have faith in the Americopia fucking report that's about to come out, and I'm gonna get into that towards a little bit more towards the show. Right now, I want to take a quick commercial break. John, stay on with me real fast. I'm gonna put you on mute.
The new G.I. Joe Tomahawk.
Look, Cobras attacking the All-Strikers! Tomahawk to the rescue!
Tomahawk holds 8 Joes and it's loaded for battle.
Go, Joe!
Tomahawk's gonna chase some cobra. Tomahawk is on the go. Tomahawk's gonna chase some cobra and rescue G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe!
Live the adventure of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe Tomahawk. Other Joe and Cobra figures sold separately.
Go, Joe!
No doubt, and we're back. No doubt, I had to give you guys the old school toy commercials because we like to bring a little bit of a nice you know peaceful setting as well as building the hopes up because hearing this bad news is basically a fucking how do you say a fucking an amusement park. It's like a roller coaster ride full of emotion. So I do that in order for us to just get our minds off it for a minute. But peace to Blackheart. What's going on? He's got another question. Hold on. My man Brian Hawkin is in the fucking house. What's going on, brother? All right, so let me see. Bill Blackheart. What's going on, brother? Welcome to the stream. He asks 200 Black Hawk helicopters. Why?
Don't ask me why. I someone makes sense of it to me. What the hell Biden's thinking? Someone please make sense of that to me because those Black Hawks could be flying around Afghanistan, actually picking up people that need to be picked up,
Yep.
and they're just sitting on a tarmac.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's been estimated 15,000 Americans are over there, bro. And let me tell you something. I can actually answer your question, John. And the question here, I mean, the answer to your question is Biden is moving for China. This is the whole end game. It's China. Say it with me, China, right? China. Say it with me. Come on, my fellow Americans. China. Say it, China, right? That's the end game. They want them. They're gonna move it now. And they want to fucking take over the Middle East and basically fucking make everyone suffer like they have. You know, uh, Brian Hawkins says Biden rips up everything that is common sense. Exactly, my brother. You know what I mean? It's fucking sick. Mala says Pakistan created the Taliban and funds and arms them, provides medical care, and provides the fertilizer for their 2 factories to make the IEDs. Yet the U.S. funds Pakistan. Yep, and that would be the elites that do that shit. Now let's take it here to Florida State, John, because we're both Floridians. And I'm not sure if you heard, but 75 cocksucking South Florida doctors walk out and protest the unvaxxed. They say that patients that are infected are their own fault. It's their own fault. Not all Floridians agree. DeSantis has canceled the mask and vaccine mandates. Now, MSNBC basically celebrates the doctors' walkouts announced by Joe Butthead Scarborough. So now what we've got here is not only are the teachers walking out on our children's futures, we have doctors now who are acting like the teachers who are walking out on everyone's fucking future. Because if, let's just say, you're in the middle of an operation, or you were in the middle of dialysis, or you were in the middle of something very, very important to vital to your, to your health, and all of a sudden these sons of bitches just get up. 75 cocksucking South Floridian fucking doctors walk out and protest, and I'm very disgusted. They should all have their fucking doctor's licenses taken away. All 75 ain't shit. How do you feel about that, brother?
I look at it like this. You've got patients in beds that are actually suffering. And all these doctors, they took their Hippocratic oath. I will not cause any more harm, right?
Right, right.
And them walking out, in my opinion, is causing more harm than they're actually doing good, because your job as a doctor is to treat the sick. And depending on what kind of doctor you are, you wouldn't tell, you know, a general practitioner to, go, perform brain surgery. But
Right.
the gist is, you know, doctors, nurses, everybody in a hospital setting, they have their role, and to walk out, it's cowardly. That's what it boils down to. I find it to just be absolutely cowardly, because,
And yeah, go ahead, brother.
well, it's just the fact that, you need to shut up, do your job, and quit trying to be, a damn drama queen. That's the way I look at it.
Right,
I
right.
I can't believe that the damn coronavirus has been politicized like it has. I can't believe a damn epidemic, you know, a pandemic that's hit the world has become a damn political issue.
It's fucking weaponized. They weaponized it, and the left did that. Only the left, along with the rhinos, and it's disgusting. It's really, really gross. I think all of these doctors, they need to be unlicensed. They need to go and do well. Look, since they want to politicize themselves, right? If they want to weaponize themselves like this, then why don't they just become politicians? Why don't they all try to become politicians? Because as doctors, they failed, and they failed not only the Floridians here in Florida, they failed basically the United States. Because if anything was to happen, if shit hits the fan, these are the doctors, these are the front line, these are the people that will be out here if we're in a blackout and we're all fucked, we get hit by an EMP from Russia or something like that, because we are going to sit silent. It's in the scriptures, okay? The Babylon whore here, this is the Babylon whore, okay? The Statue of Liberty, ISIS, the god, right? The bullshit god, right? This the Ishtar, right? That's what she's modeled after. And here we are saying that she's part of America, but that's the elite symbol. We've all been indoctrinated by this satanic cult, bro, with numerology and symbolism and shit, and it all winds up to this here. We all know that this is a battle for our souls and our spirits. It is a spiritual war, and we will see things. Now, I don't think that God is going to let the shit hit the fan. We are going to burn a little in the pan because we have to suffer before we, are saved, but I don't think it's going to be that bad for people here in the United States, as bad as it is for people in Afghanistan and all over the Middle East, as well as Europe. They're suffering as well. They're standing up, they're fighting. The US is not weak. What's weak is the Biden cabinet. I just want to repeat this again. Us citizens of the United States of America are not weak. The weak, the weak that is trying to portray America as weak along with them is this Biden administration that bought the woke culture and bought everything. Okay? Just want to let you know that shit right now. It's all their fucking plan, and this is a plan that we all have to understand that it's going to come to fruition halfway, but once it's done, that's when we're saved. Okay? That's when we're fucking saved. But we're gonna have to suffer before we're saved. And y'all need to really listen. I'm not Bible thumping here. I'm not trying to force. What's up, Irving Morales? What's going on, my bro? I'm not trying to force God down anyone's throat. But it is time to get this armor of God. It is time to turn to the Lord It is time to, if you're going to bend the knee, you bend the knee to your creator and ask for that protection, for wisdom, and to keep you informed the way he is. Like I said in the beginning, on the top of the show, okay, at the top of the podcast, I had told everyone before they joined, and John will agree with this, and I know he will, and so will everyone else. I want you guys to welcome, of course, Brian Harkin, my brother. What's going on, kiddo? You know?
Oh, all good, Jedi. Yourself?
Oh, pretty good. You know? So, like, I'm good, brother. Good to have you. So, like I was saying, my brother, what's going on, kiddo? Sorry, I wanna share with you guys this, right? Like I said on the top of the show, this is a spiritual war. Whether you like it or not, you're going to have to pray. If you don't believe in God, you better start believing in something. You better start reaching out to something. At the same time, at the same time, you also have to see that the things that are being laid before us is already written. And like I said before, we're going to suffer before we're saved. So if we all know this, whether you're an atheist, whether you're a Buddhist, whether you're a Christian, whatever religion you are, pray to the Most High, because the protection that we are going to need, it is not going to be physical. It has to be spiritual. We have all been indoctrinated without even knowing. And this is why you must ask for that forgiveness, because all of these images, all of these numerologies, all these things that they made us throw up signs like the Rock Nation and fucking Jay-Z with the pyramid and the one eye. Everybody and all these youngsters and everybody else, even my age, that was down with that shit. Now is the time to ask for that forgiveness, because you did not know. And God knows this. God knows that you were tricked into following. So what you must do is eliminate yourself from being that fucking that the seed of the serpent, and you must cleanse your soul. Anyone want to talk on that?
Well,
I Go ahead.
the this is nothing. This
Go ahead,
is
John.
right now. This is absolutely nothing. This is what I would call growing pains. Um, the earth right now is groaning. Um, the earth is crying out because um, it knows beyond a shadow of a doubt that Jesus is coming back soon. And when Jesus does come back soon, the earth right now, people, there's protection, because just I want everybody to imagine this in their head. On earth right now, the Holy Spirit roams the entire earth. All right. But when Jesus comes back, first the dead leave, and then those living in Christ leave, right? But what
Right.
goes up with them is the Holy Spirit of God. It leaves the earth.
Right.
So, can you imagine the chaos and the evil that is going to flourish when the Spirit of God actually leaves? And then we go into 7 years of, that's when we get the mark of the beast. That's when we get, the tribulation going on. 7 years of just basically hell on earth.
Yep.
And God, all I can say is God help us. We're moving that way now, but we're not there yet. There's there's too much stuff that has to happen prophecy wise before we can before Jesus can actually step back here. But I imagine in heaven right now there's a time clock somewhere up
Yeah.
in heaven that's ticking, and
Exactly.
everyone's watching that time clock to the exact moment where Jesus steps out of heaven and steps onto earth itself.
Right. Right. Exactly, man. Um, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. When I come back, we're gonna hear from Mr. Brian Hawkin. We'll be right back, guys.
Cobra's attacking!
Send Send in the G.I. Joe Retaliator with its working toe line and gripper claw. It'll stop Cobra.
A real American hero! It's G.I. Joe now!
G.I. Joe Retaliator comes with pilot.
Welcome back. Welcome back. No doubt. So, Mr. Hawkin, how are you feeling about this situation, brother?
I do agree that we are going through at this moment growing pains. This is nothing.
Mm.
I believe I said it 3 weeks ago, and Biden came out very recently and basically confirmed what I said. Right, that the next attack will be a cyber war.
Mm. Yeah, you
Will
did
be,
say that.
will be a big cyber attack. I said that, right?
Yep.
I sent you a video where he said, "Well," and I think he accidentally said it because I don't think he was meant to say it.
Right.
You know, he said we will go through a period of cyber attacks, which will make this coronavirus look like walk in the park.
Right.
Right, because what is everything now but online? Communication goes down, medical supplies, like to anything connected to the internet,
Right.
right? Nuclear missiles,
Mm.
everything. What do you call them? Plants. They have in the Simpsons. What do you call them there?
Oh,
Right?
the fucking nuclear reactors.
Nuclear reaction plants.
Right.
Like everything. Right?
Yeah.
Um, I do believe this. I do believe that this is a plan. I've been saying for the last 20 years that there's been a private war against the people.
Right.
When I was old enough to understand what was going on, I watched the news back then, and I saw rumblings of certain things where I thought was suspicious. I sent you a thing last week, Jedi, also last Friday,
Yeah.
uh, in Florida. In Florida, right, they're telling schools, right, kids wear masks, or they cut public funding,
Yeah.
or not. They cut what do you call it? Funding, like school funding.
Yeah. The school funding. Yeah.
You know, um, so basically, it's going on a written system. So if you mandate your kids to wear masks, the more funding you get, and
Mm.
if your students don't wear masks, you get less funding.
Yeah.
Right?
They holding that shit over us like a fucking steak, and us being a pit bull.
And just not with that there, but with the nurses, right? A lot of doctors are refusing to even take the vaccine. I saw a TikTok video
Right.
where a doctor of 25 years, right? He's been given an ultimatum: take the vaccine or you're fired. You got 1 month to take the vaccine or you'll be fired.
Crazy.
And it's just not him. He works in a hospital. It's just not him, right? All the nurses and all this here, and he goes, I've made my money. He goes, I can afford to take the hit. He
That
goes, there's a lot of good people there who don't want to take the vaccine. This was his words, and
right.
they will be forced to because they have to feed their families.
Right.
And this is where we're going. I think the vaccine is a big part of a plan. Because the very second, right, the very second that this virus came up, right,
Right.
the very second right, they were talking about creating a vaccine. And then once they created the vaccine, let's get some people indoctrinated. And then let's get everybody indoctrinated. Let's get everybody jabbed,
Right.
right? And now they're pressuring people who don't want to take it to get jabbed.
Yeah.
They're putting that pressure on. And if they could do that with a simple jab, what else can't they do to normal people?
Exactly.
You
Exactly.
know, like it's not even divide and conquer no more. It's dictatorship.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's a beautiful segue for what I'm about to speak on. Because Delta Airlines are changing more, okay, on insurances to their workers who are unvaxxed. So basically, you don't want to be vaxxed. We're charging you more percentages and more rates on your insurance. That's basically what Delta Airlines doing, and that's fucked up. That's very fucked up because there have been people like stewardesses or captains, right, that have fucking. What happens if the captain refuses to fly? What happens if all the captains go on strike, which I would not mind. For this right here, forcing them, I would not mind. If these fucking 75 doctors would have went on strike simply because they were forced to try to jab people and they've stood protests on that, okay, I would respect that. Okay, and it's not a double standard. No, it's not, because it's different. They walked out because they're sick and tired of fucking dealing with all these hospital patients that are unvaxxed. But you know what? That's not what you're there for. You don't have a choice. You're a doctor, right? That's what your oath was, like John said. Then you have these Delta airline cocksuckers who are charging more on insurance rates to their workers, bro, who are unvaxxed. And my whole point is this: they got us, like you said, Brian, by the balls, bro. Just like
Yeah.
Urban Morales said, it looks like it looks like we're finished because not only do they have us now through the medical insurance industry, right? The medical industry, they got us fucked through all industries. And if you don't go along with it, you're supposedly canceled or you're singled out, right? And it makes no sense. This is the times of double standards, gentlemen, because if you've noticed, Dr. Fucky, right? Dr. Fauci, that little son of a bitch, and the CDC, right? The cunt driving company.
Yeah.
These fucking people don't even know what the fuck to do with their political weapon called COVID-19. They don't know what the fuck to do with it because this is what they do. Wear one mask. Wear two masks. Wear a plastic shield and two masks. Wear three masks. Wear fucking face pampers. Then they go to, you don't need to wear face pampers. One is sufficient to, you don't need any face pampers at all. Then they say, get vaxxed, because if you don't, you're gonna be, you're gonna be spreading shit to people, so you need the vax. Come to find out, people that have the vax, people that have the vax can get sick and then become super spreaders. Now, that's not on all cases, but this has been recorded and this is what's going on now. So these guys don't know what the fuck they're doing. Personally, if you have an ailment and you have to take it, I understand. But a person as healthy as me or anyone out there all I have is arthritis and cluster headaches. So that's you know what I'm saying? Anything else, bro, after that, it's like, bro, don't even take the flu shot. I haven't gotten a flu shot in years, bro, and I'm fine. It's called
Since I was
autoimmunity.
18.
Yeah,
Since I was 18, yeah.
that's what
I
I'm
haven't
saying.
done. Yeah.
Exactly. It's called autoimmunity. How many people have been cut with rusty nails, anything that you scrape against and stuff like that, and you get cut? Do you really go and get a tetanus shot? No. Your body fights that off. You might go through a little temperature. There might be times that if you got really cut and some of those particles in there, if you didn't clean it right away, then you just might grow an infection and get swollen and pus and stuff. But that's only if you're fucking lazy and you just, but if you really clean it out, you have autoimmunity, you build up to that shit and you even feel your fucking body fighting things. So this is what they're trying to tell us. They're trying to tell us that and this is only for people that don't have ailments. If you have an ailment and you needed to take the vax, I can understand that fully wholeheartedly, bro. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I can understand that. But if you're good immunity like I am, like Brian is, and you have no deficiency whatsoever, or your immune system isn't compromised, bro, don't. And I'm gonna say it. I don't give a fuck. Don't take the vax. You don't need it, especially now that they're saying that now the CDC and fucking Dr. Fauci, the little bastard, right? The fucking Keebler elf himself in real life, comes out and says this now.
Yeah.
Well, you could go take the jab. We're gonna have to give you the jab about every 6 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, they
Yeah.
want to give us they want to jab us with that shit every 6 months now. Why
Yeah.
the fuck for? Why the fuck for? If it's not
Yeah.
working for people that have good fucking immunities or people that are compromised. And I feel bad for people that actually took time out to go get vaxxed to make sure that no one else gets fucking sick and took the responsibility. But now, look what happens. Not only did they play me, the unvaxxed. They played you, the vaxxed. So this is a fucking game that they're playing here because they just don't know how to fucking enter their agenda, which is taking over the fucking world. John, you have anything? I think John's busy right now. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead,
yeah.
Brian.
I heard that report today. Apparently, a company in London,
Yeah,
or a study in London, has shown that the vaccine only works for 6 months, and people will have to go and renew it in
right,
6 months' time.
right.
I heard that. I was about to say that there when you were talking. Just before you said that, that came into my head. I
Mm,
heard that report today on RTE News, which I wouldn't believe. With Barge Poll, right? They're just
right,
giving rhetoric.
right.
You know, I haven't believed them in 20 years. You know what I mean? Like when they
Yeah,
say something, I'm like, "Fuck, that's the opposite." You know?
yeah,
Um, no, but in general, right? I heard that today, and I was thinking, well, that makes a lot of sense to the people who got vaccinated and who were fooled into it the first time.
right,
Because
right.
they're going to say, well, this is new. This pandemic is new, and you know what? We're learning more about it as we go along, and right, and people are going to believe this shit, right?
Yeah,
That's just a thing to get them another vaccine shot
right.
for whatever fucking harm it does to them. That's what it is. But something right now is the time for people to stand on their values. Now is the time for people to stand up for something to believe in, and
Right.
I really believe that these people have been for the longest time has been planning a hidden war against us,
Mm.
and now some people are starting to wake up. What we call conspiracy 20 years ago are beginning to come true.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And,
And I like to welcome Primindia. What's going on, buddy? Welcome. And also, Vicky Verse. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're good. Peace to Vicky Verse as well. Oh
yeah,
yeah, Vicky Verse and Primindia. How you guys doing? God bless you guys, man. Welcome, welcome. Well, listen. What's China's role in the Middle East? Well, China's role in the Middle East is this: to take over and run it the way they'd like. And it gets to a point that once you see the dictatorship, once you see these mandates, and they try to strong arm us into following their rule, and these are rule, or should I say plural, rules that they don't even abide by, that they don't even know how to fucking, enforce, that they don't even know what the fuck to write down to enforce. They don't know their own fucking laws. So what happens here is this: the more you watch TV, the more you think that CNN and the rest of these guys are telling you the truth, the more brainwashed you become, and the more less human you become. The more, and I want you to notice this: the more you watch these evil fucking tyrants on television lying to you and switching the narrative and trying to make you feel like when you're wrong, you're actually right, and when you're right, you're actually wrong, right? The guys that are bringing this multiverse into this fucking reality, you got to understand here, they're with this China shit. China owns all of the entertainment now, and the entertainment has to do with the fucking media. And everybody has to keep a clear path from the fucking media because the media will be the ones that put you through what? Through what? Project Butterfly, MK Ultra, brainwashing. That's exactly what has happened to most of these fucking lefties, these Democrats, these fucking Republicans. They all have been brainwashed. This is MK Ultra, okay? This is what they put these fucking Hollywood stars under. This is a brain fucking. And then you've got Project Mockingbird, which is has to do with the media basically giving you the propaganda in a light when it should be in the dark. These fucking people are very, very fucking evil, and they have these CIA tactics that that will have you, if you are not blessed, if you do not ask for blessings, if you do not keep your soul, if you do not keep your aura cleansed. And people have to understand, how do you do this, Jedi? Well, you've got to pray, man. You've got to think positive to the fact that we are going to be saved. This will turn over. Now, over in California, Larry Elder, a black conservative, is running against Gary Newsom, the scumbag, right? And the Dems have tried to stop Elder by looking into his taxes. Why? All because he can and will win. So not only are you not allowed to run as a conservative within these political races that are becoming in 2022, right? Very soon.
Yep.
If you are against their agenda, if you don't go for what they will try to destroy you, and look what they have trying to do to Larry Elder, a very, very well-known black conservative. Okay, he's going against Newsom. He's got Newsom out on his ass. Everybody in California, and I'm gonna let you know, guys know now. When the Maricopa fucking results come back, bro, when this report comes in, you will see that Trump turned California red. You're not gonna fucking believe it, but it will be shown. But let me get to this. Larry Elder is going to win that California race, and he will be the new fucking governor. And I tell you one thing right now, Larry Elder is a very, very well respected man. He's a decent man. He speaks for us. He has exposed the left. He is part of the only Republicans that are ready to leave the Republican Party and join this new party that's going to be made by God. Because there's not going to be a left or right anymore. Okay, after this. And I'm going to go as far as to say this, man. Trump will be our last president. This is why I'm saying you guys should be rejoicing, because we have been put into this time where it's history. We just may see our creator. We just may see how we just may understand and be treated to the understanding of how the fuck life goes. And so if anyone is asking these two questions, who am I? What is life? Hold on. You're about to find out. Now, a Washington public school requires student athletes to wear tracking monitors to trace COVID. How do you
Yeah,
guys how do you guys feel about that?
dude. Okay, what an invasion of privacy. I don't see how that's constitutional to begin with. If I was a parent, I'd be filing a lawsuit like today.
Right,
I mean, that is a total invasion of privacy. You
right,
know, um, because lawyers even have problems against um, criminals wearing tracking devices, much less students that haven't done anything wrong.
right, right.
So yeah, I'd be filing a lawsuit like yesterday, not today. You
Hell
know,
yeah. Hell yeah. Brian, how you feel about it?
I think it's sick, actually.
Mm,
Like, like why? Right? I understand that the schools probably spend a lot of money on their student athletes. I
right.
understand that, and
Yeah.
it's a cost to them,
Right.
right? And I understand that they want their student athletes to be healthy, but when it involves privacy, when it involves invading somebody's privacy, who gives them the fucking right
Right.
exactly,
even to
exactly.
even do what they want? Even to suggest that, right? Right? They should be fucking ashamed to suggest that. And it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if pressure has been put up above height
Right.
to even do that, right? Because I see coercion in everything. In everything, there's some sort of coercion. There's some sort of deals being done, right? It, it might not be just masks, right? Could you imagine? Could you imagine if they do this and they say to these they go to these schools and
Mm.
say, well, we'll cut off your state fund, we'll cut off your state funded if you don't do this.
Right, right. That's goes yeah, yeah, that goes into exactly what you were saying earlier. Exactly, yeah.
Like, right, yet again, people are believe people are putting pressure on a lot of people, and people are buckling right now because all they see is money. All they see is, well, what happens if we lose money here? Will we be able to compete?
Right.
In certain levels, right? And I think it's sick. I just think that pressure's been put on everyone right now,
Yep.
right? And people are bending the fucking knee because it's easier. I can imagine people trying to fight back, and it's you know what I mean, like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like,
Yeah. You
and
get a big
that
fucking.
pressure's being put on, and they're being fucked,
Yeah. You get a big
right?
resistance coming from these
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Could you imagine, right? Of a dean goes, I'm not going to do it. Well, then we'll get you replaced. We'll make sure you get fired. You get replaced.
Well, you know what's even worse? I know you're thinking this is.
Is it me or did John cut out?
I think John cut out.
Yeah, I thought it might have been me. Okay,
Yeah. No, John, you cut out, John.
Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear
I
you
can
now.
hear
Yeah.
you now. Yeah.
You're good now.
Okay. But what's so sad is that this isn't even college. This is high school that this
Mm,
is happening in. So,
I
um,
didn't know that. Right. How bad?
yeah, which makes it even worse,
yeah.
um, because it's not like a school has invested millions of dollars into someone. This is a high school kid.
Yes, sir. That's crazy. That's it's disgusting, man. They're trying to take the future from our children away, especially, and I feel bad for the girls too because of this trans testicle shit that's going on. It's fucking crazy. But before I get into this wonderful comment and go to commercial break, I just want to let you guys know, if you like what you're hearing and you love this channel, please help keep it open. Donate to the channel. Please go to paypal.me/jcotto fight page to contribute, no doubt. And on the bottom, you had seen the whole list of contributors on this channel. So please help this channel survive and stay open the way it is now. I'm going to be purchasing a VPN, which is a virtual private network. Because they're fucking with you, and this is a VPN service which is called expressvpn.com, and it's so powerful that it gives you special encryptions that fucks hackers fucking hacking up, okay? And I'm going to get the service for this along with everything else that comes along. So please donate to the channel. Now I totally agree with Primindia here because what a beautiful mind. Listen, I agree with you, and I had said this a couple of episodes back, where I said, "Fuck the school system. If it gets that bad, right, and you decide to not want to be, vaccinated and stuff like that, if they're trying to force it down your fucking throat or whatever, even if you thought about vaccinating yourself and your kids, but you want to do it at your own pace, but these guys are trying to hurry you up and it's changed your mind, do exactly what Primindia said and I had said. That's the greatest thing. Fuck the system. Homeschool your kids. That's the only way that this will stop, is when parents start saying, you know what, fuck this shit. Most parents out here, I would have to say about maybe 50 to maybe 45% of adults right now, because of this shit, are still working from home. Let me tell you something. My wife, right? She works from home. She's in the medical industry. She used to go to an office here. She had her own office. Now her office is the fucking bedroom. Her office is the fucking bedroom. She works with two fucking computer screens, fucking two keyboards, two mouses. Like, she's doing it all herself, and she gets in contact with her other fucking agents that are out there. So things are now turning into. So if you're able to do that, you can homeschool your child. It is the best thing. That beats the system. Your child will not be indoctrinated, brainwashed, and everything that falls into shit like that. On top of that, you won't have to deal with none of the shit that's going on. So if you're able to, and if this shit gets to a point that your child and you have an anxiety lump in your throat because you just don't know what to do, homeschool your child. Take them out of the Board of Education that has sold your fucking child's dreams out. Now, let's go to commercial. We'll be right back.
This is it, the Cobra Sea Ray. Speed is the fight machine. Out to blast Joe to smithereens. Incredible Sea Ray splits to become a mini submarine and a one-man armored glider. Or attacking on snow and ice, the Cobra Wolf with twin laser cannons and special ski torpedoes.
It's the Techno Viper.
Cobra Wolf is vicious on ice and snow and hot on the trail of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe. Live the adventure of G.I. Joe, Cobra Sea Ray, Cobra Wolf, and other vehicles and figures sold separately.
And welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Now, this is what the Jedi says. This is what the Star Wars dad says. This is what Brian Hawkins says. This is what Primindia says. This is what Armando Mori says. This is what Tony Boswell says. This is what everyone who wants their fucking freedoms not to be tampered with are saying. Block all these fucking fake fact checkers and cancel all that have tried to cancel us. Who the fuck ever said that you had to fall in line because they are trying to cancel you? Do you not know that human beings do not get canceled? Are we subscriptions? Are we fucking any type of order? No. No. There is no such thing as a cancel culture. And the more you feed into it, and the more you keep going more into yes, master, yes, master, this happens. You give them the power. Stop giving them the power. If you know someone that has canceled you and they've got people that are trying to cancel you, your duty is to get the people that don't want you canceled and they don't want to be canceled themselves. You are to unite and you are to fight the cancel culture, because the cancel culture is exactly what has been made by the MK Ultra machine called China in order to get us to what? Bend the knee. Now, Biden wants $3.5 trillion liberal wish list plan. And if it passes, the inflation target annually will be like maybe I would say 8 to 10% inflation. And that shit will be off the charts. I hope you guys, if this passes, what's up, Zugi? If this passes, I hope you guys are prepared to eat dog food, cat food. I hope people that have had high hopes of college throw them shits out the window. Everybody that had all these nice extravagant things, that's if you got 2 cars, 3 cars now, and a nice fucking home, and you can throw that shit out the window and prepare to be in the fucking living just like the fucking liberal shithole itself, California. John, how do you feel about this $3.5 trillion liberal wish list plan?
Dude, it's have you read what's going in that bill?
No, please do share.
They're throwing the what is it, the voting rights bill into this bill, where the federal government takes over voting. They're giving a pathway to citizenship for all these illegals. This has got nothing to do with infrastructure. This liberal wish list is, dude, it is almost communism on crack.
Right.
I mean,
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah. Hold on for 1 second, John. Just for 1 second. The link that I had put in there is for Primindia to come up on the panel. So grab it. And then once I see you're on, I'll take it off. Okay, go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
but yeah, it's got nothing to do with anything that we think of infrastructure whatsoever. This dude, if this passes, America as we know it.
John, you dropped off, brother. John, you dropped off. Okay, there you go. I can hear you now.
Okay, every time my phone flashes off, it does it. I don't know why.
I hate technology.
But the good news about this is the Biden Harris administration is crumbling. I mean, it is absolutely crumbling in front of our faces.
Right.
And we have two people in the Senate that have already said there's no way in the world they're going to pass it.
Right.
So I don't see this passing. I truly don't see this passing because Joe Manchin, there's no way in the world he will ever get reelected ever again if he actually passes this bill.
Huh.
So
Huh. Yeah, man. I fucking hear you, bro. Now I'm gonna let Brian on, but while Primindia takes the stream, we're gonna go to two more last commercials, and then we'll be hitting the last topic.
Cobra, you pushed us too far. Now feel the power of the G.I. Joe Thunderclap.
Thunderclap is setting a trap.
Two incredible Cobra smashing attack vehicles, towing one monster gun.
Nobody beats G.I. Joe.
Thunderclap comes with driver. Yo-Yo! It's snake stopping season, and we're going hunting with a G.I. Joe Raider.
Nobody beats G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe Raider.
The Raiders got a mess of missiles, and they're all pointed at you, Cobra.
Nobody beats G.I. Joe.
Yo-Yo!
And everybody, welcome Primindia. How you doing, Mama?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right, good to have you on the show. Everybody on the panel. This is the Star Wars Dad, and of course, you know Brian. And this
Yes.
this
Yep.
is my friend Primindia. How you doing?
Yeah, we met last Friday night, was it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes.
yeah, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Just enjoying
Yeah.
the topic.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So tell us, Brian, and then we'll pass it to Primindia. What do you feel about this $3.5 trillion liberal wish list plan, especially with what John had given us as to you know
Well,
what's in the fucking plan?
well, yet again, it's sick, right? Do
Right.
you expect anything else from this government right now? Um, here's one reason why it will. Here's one reason how things can pass these days is that people don't talk about what's really on the bow and they only concentrate on, you know, to the public, they can only concentrate on what's good for America, which they usually do, and they leave out the rest of the bullshit. So these politicians can get bills passed that they want,
Mm,
because if it comes out to the public that, all this shit that John said, right, there'd be a public backlash. But, if they concentrate on what's good for America and all this bullshit, right, usually bills get passed this way because, and then the consequences come later, and then usually by that time another government has to deal with it,
right.
or a new, like new
Well,
president, or whatever.
actually, this shit right here is basically shitting on the futures of
Yeah,
our children, our grandchildren, and so on and so forth. 3.5 trillion on top of the billions that they've already taken out since he got fucking inaugurated, son. This son of a bitch, this mummy in the face motherfucker. India, how do you feel about this?
Actually, can you explain a little bit more because I didn't get to hear what the bill exactly
Sure,
entailed because I was coming
sure.
in.
Sure. Well, this is basically a money grab, right? For these Democrats and these liberals to basically borrow $3.5 trillion, all for a plan that they want. So that's basically gonna break the economy. That's why I was like, everybody, start getting used to eating dog food very soon. So how do you feel about them pulling this $3.5 trillion, printing more fucking money, and putting our future children and grandchildren in debt?
Well, that's a lot because I mean I see it in different viewpoints because of there's other people that I follow that speak on this and they kind of look at it in a good way as well because they feel like it's a shift into I guess I mean because I it's so much into it but like we are shifting like as you were saying earlier we are shifting into a new world and a new awareness and and a lot of the things that we were accustomed to doing is kind of like breaking in a way. Like even the fact, like when we were talking about homeschooling and just going back into the way of the old days and how we used to do everything from like just ourselves. We were supposed to govern ourselves and all of this. Just I feel like the system itself is just breaking down. So I guess it's based on your perspective and how you look at it and how I'm seeing it from a different view. I'm seeing it more on the spiritual realm more
Mm,
than versus like a physical aspect of it, you know.
mm,
So
yeah.
so everything that's happening now is just more of like it's more of a spiritual battle more than anything. So I feel like I don't think it necessarily is gonna be a bad. It don't have to be a bad thing fully, you know, depending on how you're looking at it.
Right, right. No, I feel you. I feel you. But you know, at the end of it all, though, that's just gonna leave. It's gonna leave us and our children broke, man. You know, and I could see where you're coming from. You know, India, because like I said, in order to gain, we might have to lose. You know, basically, I understand exactly what you're saying.
Right.
Um,
And even like
now,
because what about like
yeah,
the how we going into because this doesn't this have to do with the currency like the bit currency and all that
yeah,
bitmo and all that.
yeah. It has to do with everything, especially the American dollar. You know, has to do with all of it, all of it. But now I'm about to hit you guys with some shocking news, and I really want to get your fucking reactions. This shit is disgusting, but it's gonna be something to talk about, and I'm gonna be here for a minute. 300 California recall election ballots, okay, were discovered in a suspect's vehicle, along with guns and drugs, and this was in California. I call this a California voter fraud. John, how you feel about this?
Oh yeah, I heard the story today. You know, the Democrats they're already trying to, you know, steal this California election just like they did from Trump. Um, Anything they can do to, stuff the ballot box again.
Yep.
Um, I mean, it's ridiculous, and this is about as bad, as Democrats yelling that you shouldn't need an ID to vote. You know, um, I mean, how ridiculous can you actually get? You can't get it on an airplane without an ID, yet you can go, exercise your right to vote without an ID. It makes no damn sense.
Yeah. Well, just saying my point of view, I don't take an ID to vote in my elections, right? But I live in such a small town that everybody knows me,
Yeah.
So, like, and they definitely, like, used to be my teachers in school, used to do the voting. So, like, it's not like, they don't know who I am. I think that's slightly different,
Yeah.
yeah, but maybe I should take my ID just, just for
Yeah. No,
reference.
yeah,
Like,
I hear you. I hear you. But listen, don't let any liberals or Dems see you. You know why? Because then they're gonna call you racist. Having an, in order to vote is racist. Yeah, that's what they think. That's what they think, Brian. So, Primindia, how do you feel about this person being caught with 300 California recall election ballots and having guns and drugs at the same time in the car?
That's very highly suspect. Like that's fishy. Like that makes you think
Mm,
about just the what was going on. Like we know that Biden didn't win fairly, so that just
right.
confirms it to me. That's all that does. That's just
Beautifully
confirmation
said.
of yeah.
well,
That quiet.
Yeah, yo, yeah, yeah. Listen, I totally agree, and that was beautifully said. Because now we're going to end this with good news, guys. Okay, we're going to end this with some good news, but just don't drop off after I say this. This will give you, this is the hope that I'm talking about. You have audits, okay? They're being prepared. There will be a draft report, and then it will be done the week of August 22nd. And where are we now? We are on the 25th. So by Friday, we should have a draft. And from there, the Senate will have to hear it. And then the Senate will have to call on every other county, every other state to just basically, get down with the audits as well. We're going to win, guys. And I know you guys are feeling below spirits. There's times that I get up and I just don't want to breathe anymore. Let me tell you something. We can't lay on our backs on this. We just can't lay on our backs on this. We have to pray for these audits. This is the last thing that we have. And you know what? If Maracopia said, yeah, we're going through these forensics, you better believe that other states are going to fall in place because now they have a case and it's going to the Senate. And there's nothing the Senate will be able to do except for accept the cases and start giving out the fucking how do you call that? The
First,
warrants in order for them to check all of these fucking machines, man. Trust me, we're gonna win. How do you guys feel about that? India, you first. How do you feel about that? India? How do you feel about that? Okay. Brian, how do you feel about that?
well, I hope, right? There's an old adage here in Ireland, right? There was an old
Yeah.
politician here who died, right? And on his gravestone,
Yeah.
here lies a politician, an honest man. Even in their fucking grave, they're lying to you.
Oh
Like,
shit. My man John, the Star Wars dad. How do you feel about that, brother? Yes.
Well, I'll say this much. I'm not going to put too much stakes in the audits themselves because, uh, no matter what, I don't think anything is going to turn the results of the election. But we do have good news today, though. Really good news. The Supreme Court today ruled that the remain in Mexico policy must be reinstated. So
Mm.
all these illegal aliens will have to remain in Mexico. They will not be able to cross the border and just be, okay, your name and let into the country. The Supreme Court has ruled they must remain in Mexico. So that's a huge blow to Biden's,
Oh yeah.
you know, immigration policy. So we got to, and it was a 6-3 ruling today. We had two liberal judges that actually ruled.
Beautiful.
So
Oh wow. Okay. Well, yeah,
you
but
think there's
there are good liberals out there. There really is. Now I want to show you guys something. Something is happening because I've never seen lightning and I've never felt the thunder the way I'm feeling it tonight. And the reason why, because I'm in my car right now. The only illumination you're seeing is probably from the laptop and my phone, right? But I want you guys to see something really fast. This is going to light up. Look, you saw that? You see that? It lit the fuck up. I've never seen it light up that fucking bright, and I've never felt the earth shake the way I'm feeling it tonight, guys. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
Um,
energy.
oh yeah, oh yeah. And let me tell you something. I feel
And I'm
something.
sorry I had to step out.
Oh no, it's okay, okay. So, how do you feel about this? Do you have faith in these audits?
Um, I got to hear a little bit of what the dad said. And I kind of agree with him. I feel like it doesn't really affect us either way because we already know that they got this far. We're cheating, you know what I'm saying? Like, and they got away with it up until this point.
Right.
So, yeah, I really don't feel like it's gonna. I mean, of course, it would be good news if it's revealed because it's just gonna wake up more people, and that's kind of what I feel like this whole thing is doing, and the
Mm.
purpose of it too. I feel like it. the purpose of it is to awaken the people that need to see it physically. So yeah, it'll be great if it happens, but I don't really feel like it's gonna change anything.
Right. No, I feel you.
You
I
know,
hear you. I hear
because
you guys.
yeah.
I'm just,
No matter what, I feel like even I feel like just having that, because I had a shift this week within me, like where I feel like it's even pointless to go with the left and the right. You know, it's two wings of the same bird to me. You understand?
Right.
So the
Right.
bigger fight is not left or right. It's
Right.
what the left and right has been told for the last
Mm,
how many ever years. You know, it's not the vax or the unvax. It's the people pushing this agenda. So I
right.
feel like the fight is not us. It's us that we need to awaken the other ones and the ones that want to hear it and want to see what's going on. But I mean, we have to fight against the system.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know, whether it's the
together.
school system, the government, whatever it is. If they're not fighting for righteousness, period, you're not on the right side. That's it. And I mean the right side of righteousness, not right or left.
Yeah,
I hear
So
yeah.
you.
Something I want to reiterate right now, and I want a lot of people to actually hear me when I say this because it's something I think so many people lose sight of is something God commanded us to do. Um, the fact we might get angry at how things are going, which I know I get angry every single day, but something God commanded us: love your enemy. We need to love these people. I mean, we need to love them and pray for them. They are lost, they're blind, and it's not a left or right thing. It's people that are just lost. Um, I look at it like this: if people will come to God, God will remove the blinders from their eyes. He will give them wisdom and he will give them insight to what's actually right and wrong. I know, a lot of times I believe things and I'll turn around a week later and be like, I was wrong, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like I said, God's the one that gives insight. And um, because like my politics, you know, I don't consider myself a conservative. I consider myself a libertarian because um, you know, I'm for the little guy where conservatives aren't, you know, for the little guy. Like I'm for felons getting rights back. I'm for, basic human dignities, and conservatives don't believe that. Conservatives believe you commit a felony, your life, you screwed your own life. You deserve what you get. And I sincerely believe America
Right.
is the land of opportunity. If you screw up, you should get a second chance.
Yeah,
Mm, I hear you. I hear
I
you,
don't,
man. I hear
I don't.
you. And
Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
I
No, no,
don't
no.
really
Go ahead.
believe.
Go ahead. Floor's
No,
yours.
I don't. Okay, I don't really believe in. I don't really believe in any party and politician, or like any. I believe in right and wrong, right? I
Right.
believe in trying to show people that different way, not what they tell you, not everything they say is a gospel. Not
Right.
everything they say. I don't agree with everything Trump ever said. I don't agree. Oh, I agree with nothing Biden has ever said. Right? I've never agreed with. I very hardly agreed also with Barack Obama. Or, you know, like a lot. A lot of presidents. Right? Right? I could barely understand George Bush. I don't think he. I don't think half the time he knew what he was saying.
Yeah.
Right? Like you put it like that, right? I disagree with a lot of these guys and what they say and how and all this, right? I think I just want the day when people just waking up, I think to myself sometimes, what does it take to get somebody to wake up and see what's really going on in the world beyond their narrative point of views or beyond what they've been told what's going on? When do people wake up? And I'm here to
Right.
try to hopefully somebody who disagrees with us, maybe they can listen to our point of view and go, you know what, they actually make sense.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
You know,
I agree.
and
Yeah.
you
That's
know,
that's something I've always believed in is if we can come to the table and we can talk peacefully and discuss our issues. Okay, I might actually learn something, right? And
yeah,
hopefully the opposition will actually learn something from me. Doesn't mean we're going to agree 100% on something, but at least when we walk away from the table, we can be civil and be like, okay, we had a nice little debate. Doesn't mean anybody's views are going to change, but we're at least able to be civil about it.
Right.
Right. Have a common ground. Come to understanding.
Yep.
I agree.
Definitely. And
yeah,
guys, I just want to thank everybody that was up here tonight on the panel. The Star Wars Dad, Prima India, my man Brian Hawkin, and all of you great people, all of my brothers and sisters here in the chat. You know, um, like always, I always bring you this. Of course, you know me from the boxing community and as well as the Star Wars
Definitely.
community. Yeah, you guys, I bring these programs to you, and I bring them with consequence, not because, and I'll go through the consequence, but my algorithms are being shadow banned. I'm glad that most of you guys were able to make it tonight. I'm more than likely going to see, or going to be fucking told either tomorrow or the next day, I missed this fucking live because this is what they're doing to me. Now, I'm getting a nice VPN service. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking into it as well as anybody. Please help donate to this channel. Go to paypal.me/jcotto. You know what I'm saying? Donate whatever the fuck you can. I will match it. It's not a problem. We have a goal here. And that goal is to stay open and also to have enough in case I need a backup channel. I'm able to do that and add a VPN on it as well. But this channel has been open for the 10 years I've been on YouTube, and I don't feel that I have to get up and go. This is my home. This is your home. So God bless each and every one of y'all. Please enjoy your weekend. And don't forget, this Friday, we have the Jedi Invitational #3. No
yep.
doubt, guys.
I enjoy
10
them there.
p.m.
Definitely.
10 p.m.
Everyone have a
Definitely.
good night. I'll
Oh,
talk to
yeah.
everyone tomorrow.
No
Yes.
doubt.
Take
John,
care.
love you. God bless you, my brother.
You
See you
too,
later,
brother.
John. Have a good one. See you. Yeah,
Bye,
and thanks for
everyone.
having me on here,
Definitely.
Carter.
Prima.
Yes.
All right. Take it easy, mama. Definitely,
Bye.
Brian. You too, everyone. God bless. Stay vigilant. This has been your Politics Vulgarity. Peace.